so hard you won't see nothing. Ever, 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 ever.
Audio skulls all day.
The lyric scientist lab.
We should do like the wahoo, like the Mario wahoo, or something when that occurs. But this is currently occurring in current time. It is me, RJ, here, welcoming you guys to the 322nd episode of the Mad Scientist Lab podcast with Jared Lee and RJ. And we are, as always, are very fortunate enough to be joined by Christina yet again here on the show. And I guess to kick things off, I know last week me and Jared were talking about the winter weather that was kind of coming our way. Oh, it came our way, all right. All right. I mean, that sounds a bit risque. There was white everywhere. So, long story short, so we did get some accumulation.
That could go two ways. It could be cocaine when you say white everywhere, or you could just be white.
White everywhere. What I was going to say, though, is, so we did get, obviously, some accumulation here.
That's the title right there.
White.
Whites everywhere.
What I was going to say is that, so we got, around this area, I want to say we got around maybe 8 inches of snow overall, but we got a shitload of ice because it has not been above freezing for like 10 days at this point, okay?
Yeah, pretty much.
So it starts snowing last Sunday. And then when I wake up, it's sleeting and everything for the entire day. So Sunday I go out and I do my steps just a little bit, just to, get some of that stuff off, make sure I got a walkway. And I'm looking over at my car and I'm like, man, it's still sleeting outside. It's like, maybe I'll come back out later and do it. I should have done it then if I was smart. But obviously it's Championship Sunday and I'm a belligerent for football, so that took precedent. Anyway, So I go out Monday. My job is open. They closed early, so I didn't have to go in. I went outside, and everything was a frozen tundra of ice. And as somebody who's dug out of the snow...
I don't know if you're using that correctly, but...
It was a
tundra,
glacier. Tundra, okay. Maybe I'm not. If I'm not, I apologize. But I go outside. I start to dig the little bit of soft snow that I feel is kind of like at the top, so to speak. And I'm like, okay, not too bad. It's a little crunchy.
So you thought.
So I thought. And then I had to get around my car, okay, on top of it. And, the windshield, it was all a brick of ice. And I see Jared's got the tundra pulled up here. Tundra is the coldest treeless biome characterized by extremely low temperatures. Yes, I don't have a tree in front of my house, so it was a tundra. Okay. so I will...
After reading it, it does kind of make sense the way you used it.
Yeah.
And I'm going to tell you guys, we've all shoveled snow before. We've all, dealt with ice before. But something about this seemed a little different to me because it felt so fucking layered. So I've got the typical ice scraper, a bigger version of it, and I start just hacking away at all these ice chips that are surrounding my vehicle.
So you used a plastic tool to break fucking 3 inches of ice.
On my car, yes. I didn't want to take anything metal and start ramming it near my windshield and, God forbid, deal with that.
People were doing it.
I believe it. People are also not very intelligent sometimes.
Sometimes.
And a majority of the time.
Yeah.
But in the process, I'm out there for like an hour. Like, just...
what do you think? Sorry, I don't mean to cut you off on your fucking labor story here. Jesus Christ.
Dude, it was so I'm out there just fucking
He still goes back to
it. I'm telling you. No, go ahead.
I don't remember what I was going to say. Oh, no, something about, fuck, it's gone now. Oh, well.
I'm sorry. Well, maybe it'll come back to you, and then I'll stop.
Now, I don't know if Virginia has this law, but we just enforced it in Maryland where you have to have all the snow removed off your vehicle, including the ice, because
I just saw that.
We just recently had over like 40 plus accidents because of people who were not cleaning it off completely, and you have sheets of ice like flying off of their hood, and it hits the car behind them. I'm like, but that should be common courtesy no matter what. Do the best you can, to get the snow off your car.
People don't have common courtesy.
No,
we're just talking about how dumb people are.
Yeah.
That's what I was trying to say. Like, humans think of themselves as like these fucking better than everything else on Earth. just because we can build shit.
Yeah.
That doesn't take away from the fact that as much as people don't want to admit it, mostly the fucking religious people, we're animals. And fucking animals are dumb. You know what I'm saying? Some animals are smarter than others. So it's just, yeah.
Yeah, and not cleaning that off is, it's just like a dick thing to do.
Yeah.
We
Or just
understand.
dumb.
It's we understand everybody has places to be and be in a rush, but you gotta really take care of these things. It's a good thing that they made that a law because you could really ultimately end up hurting
But
somebody.
you would think though that but then again, I'm thinking relying too much of the fact that I've been living out here for 21 years now that they would have the knowledge now to know, like every 7 to 10 years, you're going to get hit with a really bad snowstorm, to be prepared for this stuff, to actually learn how to remove snow properly. But apparently not, because, I mean, at least like where I'm at, like from Gaithersburg all the way up, things were pretty decent, cleaning wise of snow and all that stuff, even though my son's been out of school for a whole week, which I have funny feeling he's going to be out next week too, later on this week, because of the snow melting and it's icing over the sidewalk and the pre-treating and all that stuff. But you got where the roads are not even plowed still properly. You got the intersections that are still not plowed properly. And I'm literally just like, you know what? I got my 4x4. I'm just going to go ahead and take out a snowbank every now and then if I can. As long as another car's not next to me, I'm going to do it safely.
She prides herself off of taking out snowbanks. I swear to
I
God.
do.
That was the first thing she
enjoy
said
it.
when she picked me up on Tuesday for a comedy. I was like, okay. I knew you would be a little destructive, but speaking of that, Epic, what's up? It said eventually it melts. Eventually, it would be a pain in the ass to do that every other day.
Yeah.
Do what every other day?
I would just dig out of ice.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you live up there. Like, fuck that.
No, but what I was going to say, since you did bring up like the treating of the roads, that was another big thing in this general area.
Yeah.
I don't know what it was for you guys, but a lot of neighborhoods did not get treated properly or plowed
mine
at all. And you would think, now the major roads are obviously going to, I would think, take precedent above anything else, which is, I guess, understandable.
But even the main roads still didn't even look that great.
No, not on Monday, because when I eventually got my car out after, hours, it felt like, of just chipping away at little ice blocks.
Man, Desmond does fucking 2 hours of labor and he cries.
I wasn't crying. I was
It
too
was
cold
3
to cry.
hours.
Try
to dig
filling
out my truck.
sandbags and digging holes in the desert, bitch.
Yeah, you know what? Well, this is cold. This is cold. There's a lot
Digging
of
out
I've done it in cold weather, too.
So, no, but that was a big thing I was seeing a lot online was, especially with my friends that have kids, they were like, hey, how are we supposed to get these kids to school walking when these sidewalks are big sheets of ice? There's, even in my neighborhood coming up, you can see piles of snow where they eventually plowed, just dumped it into a corner, and now it's like a small, mountain you can climb.
Yeah.
And it doesn't break under the weight of your feet. I mean, it is solid, like ice out there. And it's just
concerning.
It's concerning, and it's a little disheartening. Where are our tax dollars going? But
Oh, you know where they're going.
Exactly. that $1 million ballroom.
Oh, man.
no, that's actually privately funded.
Look,
So he said.
It is, though. It is.
that's the Fox News.
It's not. It's like literally. It's
Who's
privately.
funding it?
Exactly.
That's what I want to know.
Okay, so that isn't a good question, but it's not coming from our tax dollars.
That's fine. But that's why I wasn't talking about the ballroom.
I wasn't either. She brought it up.
He
I was talking about like the overall. I don't want to say carelessness of.
No,
the
I just
folks.
think there's not enough people available. I mean, they literally
And here, I will say this.
people don't have jobs as it is.
Yeah.
And I will say that in the plow guys' defense, because local sports radio had open callers, and some of them were actually plow guys.
Did he plow you?
I'm sorry?
I mean, I'm sorry. Did he plow you out?
Nobody plowed me out. All right. We're not going to go any further. We're not going to go any further than that. No, but anyway, but some areas, I would think would be more difficult to plow than others. I'm hating using the word plow right now. It's making me completely
No, I
uncomfortable.
saw when they finally came yesterday. The guy brought the little forklift, and you can hear him tink, 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 trying to break. That's just the shit that was on the ice. I mean, on the road part. Yeah, and he was like pink, pink, pink with a little bulldozer to crack that shit up and then shovel it away. Then they came back and did more today. You saw them.
Yeah, and for the most part, obviously, a week has passed now. The roads are obviously much better, but still, for what felt like a few days, most neighborhoods were not treated properly. I didn't see an actual plow, I think, until late Monday in my neighborhood.
Shit, I didn't dig my car out, and people are probably like, "Why come you didn't dig your?" Well, first of all, I wouldn't be able to drive my car on that because first of all, it's too low.
Yep, you got to scrape the bottom of it.
Yep, and it's rear wheel drive. It wouldn't go on what we had there. Yeah. So there's no point in even trying. I was like, fuck that. We're just gonna let it sit there because I don't have to drive necessarily anyway because I work from home. So
I literally just joked with your mom upstairs for a little bit. I just told her, I said all this stuff is not gonna melt until probably like April.
Oh, hopefully not. I need that.
But then I mentioned about how we were all
Monday.
Joking about because the parking lot over where Shooters is horrible.
I believe
like literally horrible.
Yeah, it was bad. I went there last night.
I was happy to find parking over when I was just over at his place a little earlier today.
And we all joked about we're going to get a flamethrower. We're going to melt that ice.
You need a real flamethrower.
Yeah, I know.
The ones I've seen people using them shits like online, and I'm like, that's not going to do it. No. You need like the shit with napalm in
like
it.
A little butane thing.
Shit they used to use. No, yeah.
But what they do in the north, though, when it comes to snowfall, is that they plow every 20 to 30 minutes until the snow stops falling. And they didn't do that here. They literally didn't.
I couldn't plow for every 20 to 30 minutes. I need a break and a sandwich.
Yeah, a good sandwich. What I was gonna say, how much snow did you guys get up?
About 11 inches.
So we got lucky because there was another storm that is currently going through, I guess, North Carolina, south of us.
Yeah, they're talking about one coming
and
this
South
week.
Carolina because I have a coworker down there.
We were supposed to get it this weekend, but now they're saying there's a different storm that's going to be hitting us Wednesday.
Oh, is this supposed to be anything remotely like this? I mean, that's only a couple of days from now.
And
this is my first of hearing.
And then again Friday.
Yeah.
Oh, it just sounds like we're going to have a great month of February.
Uh-huh.
And it's not supposed to get above freezing and barely until Monday.
Yeah.
I know
this Monday?
Mm-hmm.
Well, I will say this. I know that tomorrow is supposed to be really bad. In terms of the wind, I think the wind's supposed to be really, really bad tomorrow.
They were talking. I asked Alexa earlier, and she was like, "Oh yeah, it's supposed to be -10 wind chill." I'm like, "Oh, bitch, you tripping?"
Mm-hmm.
That's when you just kind of look out your window.
My ass is staying underneath my blankets.
Yeah.
Well, that was me this week coming home from work. Working in the service lane. We do have heat in the building. I'm not saying like my job is some crumbling building or anything like that.
I feel like all this cold weather down here, I think, was it up in Wisconsin, they're probably like 80 degrees up there. Because, if you ever look at how, like, the Arctic shit, like, when it comes down, it moves away from the other part. So, like, it's probably like 80 degrees.
It's 80 in Puerto Rico right now.
Yeah, well, that's far.
I know.
That's
deep.
Like, Florida is still in the 80s.
Yeah.
Even North Florida is in the 80s.
Yeah.
Oh, man, must be nice. What I was going to say, though, is if we do get more snow, which it sounds like we possibly will be, I just hope I hope we don't get hit with just chunks of ice like we were here just recently, because that shit stinks. Snow is fun, ice is not.
Exactly.
Right.
I could deal with snow. Ice is, that's a number one thing of not going out there and doing stupid stuff in.
And that is a double entendre. We've been below zero. This is epic. We've been below zero for a week and a half till yesterday. Today it hit 17. Whew. Oh, but wait, above 17, I guess.
Above 17.
I don't know what it is. He said it backwards.
When I left for work this morning, it was 10 degrees outside, and then when I drove to my job, it was 9 degrees. It dropped the temperature. I was like, what the hell?
It depends on the area you're in too.
Yeah. You knew it's bad when the job that I work for was closed Sunday and Monday. I was like,
oh yeah, retail.
Yeah,
they don't do that shit.
Well, since you brought that up and you were talking about your son maybe potentially being out of school this week as well, how easy do kids have it nowadays with snow days? Man?
Oh my God!
Oh yeah, Yeah, I don't want to sound like the fucking old man. Back in my day,
we're going to sound like that.
We walked to school with newspaper on our feet.
Or when the wind was so brittle or whatever, we cuddled. We not cuddled, but we huddled together.
Huddled at the bus stop. Yeah,
huddled at the bus stop, and we all had our backs to the wind, and we all sat there. You know,
it's crazy to me. They're like, you know what, tomorrow.
But that's why these motherfuckers are soft these days.
And that's why
they've never had to go through anything without everything is handed to them.
I think what's happening though is because you know how like the generation that raised us made sure we went through what they went through. And I think now our generation
actually worse because there was a lot of latchkey kids out of my generation. I was a latchkey kid. And basically, like they always like the millennials or the fucking Gen Zs are like, oh, Gen X is always talking. I'm like Gen X / millennial.
Yeah, that's for remain.
But they always like, oh, the Gen X is always talking about how tough they are because they did this and they did that. It's like, hey, motherfucker, this is the truth. This is what made us who we are. That's why we're the way we are.
But I think what it is though, like anybody from Gen X to millenniums, I think is because the
early
fact that,
millennials, not them later.
No, not the late ones, but the early ones. I think it's because the fact that what we knew, what we went through, and how brutal it was for us. So I guess we're trying to change it for our kids. But then again,
it's a double-edged sword. It's like
so we're trying to tell our kids like, hey, do you realize what we went through, and we're making it easier for you so you guys don't freeze to death because now technically you can get frostbite, you can get
I'm just talking about in general.
We got frostbite when we were growing up as kids.
Getting iPads and shit and just sitting on the iPad all day.
Go dig yourself out. Whatchamacallit. But no, seriously, like
what the fuck is whatchamacallit?
No, I was gonna get back to the
whatchamacallit.
The kids have it just so easy. It's like, hey, they already closed school for tomorrow, and I was like, wow, that's cool.
I to play devil's advocate to that. I think weather prediction has become more advanced, so we know what's gonna happen. Like back in my day.
Yep. We're gonna be those people here for a couple minutes.
The weatherman was outside with his own barometer, and like now we have these computer models that can predict all this shit. So
well, I also think it plays into this as well is just the convenience of families and well-being
and the internet.
Yeah.
Just because I do, you remember you had to get up crack of dawn to see,
watching the news.
See if your county was closed.
Oh yeah.
Slowly getting dressed just in case
Now you get as a parent, literally I got the text message at I think it was 5:00 in the afternoon on Sunday.
Yeah.
My son already had Monday off because it was supposed to be a teacher, session day or whatever it is. Yeah.
They do it.
So they literally sent the text saying Monday, Tuesday off. I'm like, oh, he already had Monday off. But dang, you guys already made the decision for Tuesday? And then literally Tuesday strolls around, not even noon, I get a notification saying Wednesday, Thursday closed. I'm like, all right.
They also have, when I worked for the county, they also have snow days built into the schedule.
Mm-hmm.
So, they're already, all right, well, we're going to have this day off.
Mm-hmm.
Well, not that. If you get snow, it's already built into the schedule.
Yeah.
So, there's no, nobody missing out on anything.
Mm-hmm.
You lucky bastards.
Right?
Constantly.
I think it was always like that.
I think it's been built in that way, but I think,
But
now it's been built in that way, but compared to when we went to school, I don't think we really...
And the year is shorter now.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I am still not in the... It still hasn't registered in my brain that they go back to school before Labor Day now.
Yeah, that's a weird one.
Yeah, that's just very odd to me. It doesn't feel natural.
Yeah.
It doesn't feel natural to me at all.
But, I guess it does make sense because, they get out earlier now than we got out because we didn't go in until after Labor Day.
Yeah.
Usually that Tuesday or whatever.
Yeah, so it's still something that I don't know if it's ever going to sit right in
my
brain.
son goes to school all year round too. So, he gets...
That's how it is in Cali.
He gets out in June, and then he gets 3 or 4 weeks off. Then he goes back to school in July, mid-July or whatever. Goes in for a couple of weeks.
That's how California is.
Yeah. And Because technically now they actually did the data and everything saying that it's a proven factor that kids tend to lose what they learn during the summer months.
Yep.
So now they're making sure that this is possible. And it also makes it easier for parents to where they don't have to constantly search and look for summer camp and daycare and all that stuff for their kids. Now they can actually, pre-plan everything when their kids are in school and all those things. So it makes it easier where less money is being forked out of the home for, summer camp and all stuff. Because that shit's expensive.
I went to daycare in my youth, and I will say the cool thing about going during the
fact
summer.
that you remember that you went to daycare.
What do you mean?
I remember.
Yeah, dude. I'm
I
not
don't remember any of that.
Well, it sounds like you.
Hey, maybe you might have had something you're blocking out.
Yeah,
I probably do.
Some unrepressed trauma.
I mean, hey, I'm starting to remember a lot of stuff, but
No, I remember a lot of stuff from when I was young.
But the cool thing is we would throughout the summer, they would take us to parks and just various activities for the kids.
Mm-hmm.
And the big thing at the end of the summer was the big King's Dominion trip, which was like the cap off of the field trips for the summer. They would take us to the pool and stuff like that.
I talked about that. Not about the BB gun shit.
Yeah,
and I was that was summer camp through the YMCA.
Yeah,
that shit was fucking fun. Going out to we'd be at the rec center, we'd do pool shit and at the YMCA all day while our parents are wherever, probably working, hopefully. But then there'd be a rotation I don't remember how long we stayed out there, but then we would go to the campus is out in Goochland, and I'd come back. My mom used to come back looking like she was like, "You came back looking like a tar baby." Yeah, I was dark, bro, because I was in the sun all the fucking time.
Yeah,
I don't get dark like that anymore, but I used to get dark. If you look at my senior picture, I was fucking because of football.
Afro.
I was fucking dark, bro.
Wow.
I did have afro. That was 10th grade though.
Oh man, dude, I just want a black and white photo of that just hanging on a wall somewhere.
Why's it gotta be black and white?
I don't know. It just would add to the effect, I guess.
All right, let's get to this fucking ketchup debacle that I.
Yeah. No, you did message me. So Jared texted me last night.
Well, I only texted you just. I didn't want you to say anything, but I texted you just so I wouldn't forget. And if I put it in my notes, I would have forgot to look at my notes.
Well, give me some time to think.
And then you reminded me on the way over here because I was like, oh yeah, I did want to talk about that. Yeah. So that's why I sent it to you. Anyway, so I watched this streamer, Lord Kevin. Shout out to him on Twitch. Now on the green as well, just like here. Apparently, there's more money over there, but whatever. But he's from Philly, and he's always talking about how he's always put ketchup on cheesesteaks, and it's always a back and forth in the chat, because he has fucking probably 10,000 viewers a day. So there's everybody in the thing. So there's people oh blah blah blah, ketchup on a cheesesteak is crazy, blah, blah, blah. And then you have all the people from I've lived in North Philly for my entire life, and I couldn't imagine having a cheesesteak without ketchup on it.
Cheesesteak? Like
a Philly cheesesteak.
Oh.
With ketchup.
It's a Philly thing.
I guess it's a Philly thing because it ain't a nowhere else thing.
Yeah, because I do that with mine.
I don't know about that.
So
now his argument.
I did it today. Literally, I was at Shooters and I had a steak and cheese and put a little bit of ketchup on there.
Nah. That don't sound right. But his argument is you would put ketchup on a hamburger. I'm like, if it was my choosing, no, I would not. A McDonald's hamburger, sure, that's what it comes with.
It has it.
Yeah. But if I'm making, if I go to Five Guys and order, I'm not putting ketchup on it. I might put barbecue sauce. I might put A1 sauce.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But
the superior.
I'm not putting ketchup on that. You know what I'm saying? So it's not, the argument is kind of bland.
Like I said,
I actually typically get relish as a condiment. As
on a cheesesteak?
No, not on a cheesesteak.
Oh, I was about to say, what?
We're talking about Philly cheesesteaks
right
now.
But I understand that. But I was just
relish is gross anyway.
No, not at all. No, but I don't know if I ever have put ketchup on a Philly cheesesteak.
I want to try it.
I'm not opposed to it.
But I'll be real. I haven't had a good Philly cheesesteak in a long time.
You got to go to Philly.
Yeah, I know.
Literally.
I know. And I'll get there eventually. Because I want to do comedy.
Because literally, when I took Paul back to my hometown and I ordered an actual Philly cheesesteak that comes over the bridge and came to the hotel that we were at. And he literally, as soon as he bit into that, he was like, "Oh my God, is this what a Philly cheesesteak tastes like from Philly?" I'm like, "Yes, it does. Don't taste good." And he goes,
anything amazes that man, though. I swear to God.
Pretty much.
I actually tagged him in a video the other night, and it was really funny. And I got the laugh.
Yeah, he had me watch it too, and I'm like, "What the?"
Is this dude the rapping and everything?
Yeah,
With the turkey and everything.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, that shit was.
But
hilarious.
you know what? You guys were talking about GTA and all that stuff too. You know, I've been coming across the videos of the modules that they're doing now, where they can turn themselves into like a light post and all this other stuff now, where you can.
Oh, that's been around for a while.
Yeah, I know, but I just started seeing that, and it starts making me laugh so freaking bad.
Yeah.
Like I'm like, oh my God.
Oh, you're about
Like,
to get into
this is
RP.
pretty cool.
You're about to be an RP head.
I mean, I played GTA, but I just didn't realize that part was.
Nah, that's what 5M is.
But I think it's only on the computer, though. I don't
Yeah,
think
it's
it's
only
on.
on,
Yeah.
5M is only on PC. You can get all the other stuff, but
I wish it was on Xbox.
yeah, there's mods for a lot of stuff. It's about to change with because they ended up buying out 5M or the company that
I heard about
creates
that.
5M, and so it's going to change, and we don't know how it's going to roll out. I think there's going to be a subscription based thing, which I fucking hate. But the whole RP community is waiting to see what fuck's gonna go on with that.
Okay.
Same thing when GTA 6 comes out. That's gonna be cool to fucking RP with because it's just gonna look way better.
Well, I also think it's
just
going to change the landscape of how we
just
view
disguise
games,
yourself.
too. I really do.
Yeah.
Yeah, disguise yourself of certain objects and stuff. You know, one person, someone
Sounds like
told me.
prop hunt.
Yeah, someone told me about there was a video of where the guy, where he was able to turn himself into like a seagull or whatever it was, and he was able to pick up the person and just. I'm like, what?
Oh yeah. You might have seen one of the guys that I don't really watch him, but he's around the people that I do watch. But he like on certain servers, certain people can have admin access, so they get access to this menu where they can create stuff. So you can have events on the whole server that creates more RP. So that could have been what that was.
Probably was, but they're freaking hilarious. They crack me up every time I come across those videos.
There's some funny RP, like, and then when you get a good clip, bro, that will blow you up in the RP world. You'll start to get views just off of a good funny clip. It's kind of crazy.
Well, that's really all it takes. Well, in this day and age, yeah, as fast as and rapid as everything moves, if something catches on,
I think it's faster there though. Just because
the community's smaller.
Yeah.
No, that makes sense. That makes a ton of sense. But no, at the same time, that's good for up and coming content creators as well. Just to kind of help get their foot in the door.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of them. And if you're on the right server, which I am whitelisted on server where Lord Kevin plays every day. Like if you come across them and you interact with them enough, and their viewers will be like, yo, this guy's a fucking good RPer. And then sometimes he'll like raid you, or other people will just go there and like, because I followed other people just from them interacting with that person.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
No, the power of gaming. It still blows my mind how just far gaming has come in general. Just how massive of a landscape it's kind of covered. It's just like, yeah, you said this guy's got 10,000 people watching him daily. You know,
and that's on the low side. Like RP is kind of in a lull right now because like some servers are they're saying they're gonna update to the latest blah blah blah, but then everybody's also waiting for fucking GTA 6. So it's like there's like this limbo. So everybody's viewership is down right now.
Yeah.
Still, I would think. I mean, 10,000 people can fill a small arena.
Trust me, he does well.
Yeah, no, but when I hear something like that, and it just really makes me think of how big the world really is. It's like, hey man, this guy's like, there's people out going about their day, and you got 10,000 people just watching.
It's
you.
the beauty of the internet because those people aren't just from the U.S. There's people from the UK.
Oh yeah, 100%.
There's people from Australia, depending on what time of day they're up.
You got everybody from the world watching us.
Yep.
Literally.
And it's just it's pretty nifty. I think it's really cool, and Yeah, it's just something really neat to see. Just as
And you know what?
continue to
You
grow.
know what he does? He also reads his chat, so like that might help with his
That's great.
growth a
That's
little
great. Growth. Don't worry.
Something
Solid
RJ's
gameplay.
gotta
I'm old
remember
school.
to do.
bit. Mm-hmm.
Solid gameplay. That's all you need, baby. That's all you need,
I
baby.
was watching the other day. What were you playing the other day that I was watching?
Was it Final Fantasy?
Hell no.
Oh, that game is awesome, by the way.
That's why I love Twitch, because you can fucking see what they're playing, and I'm like, oh, dude, I didn't see you playing Final Fantasy.
So I picked it up last week, the Final Fantasy VII
see
Remake. It is really good. It's been on PlayStation for a few
talked
years
about
now.
it last week.
I did, but it's still super fucking awesome.
Not that
Now
great.
that I've gotten... Oh, dude, it's... that game is badass. No, but another game, what you might have seen me playing possibly was Dead Zone Rogue.
Oh, that was it. But then, I don't know, maybe you didn't change the game title or something, but...
I've been noticing that lately. It hasn't been updating.
Yours wasn't the only one. It just takes a while sometimes. I don't know. But, yeah, I was like...
And do you know how I know that?
Hold up. Maybe it was Final Fantasy you were playing then. It just hadn't updated. Because I was like, what the fuck is this game? And I was like, this shit sucks. And I changed the fucking game.
What was I? Do you remember what I was doing?
Yeah. It was something like pink background type thing. I don't remember, bro.
I'd have to... Maybe I was like fighting a boss or on a certain level or something. I don't know. But, no.
You've seen the previews for Iron Lung, right? I think it's so it's supposed to be based off a game.
You know what's crazy? Yes. And I don't know much about it, but I know exactly what you're talking about.
That movie is out, and it's sold out everywhere. Like, literally, we thought about going to see it last night, and every time we looked for the time slots for it playing, seats were sold out.
You know what movie didn't sell out? Melania.
Yep.
I wouldn't say...
They're talking about canceling it.
I wouldn't even expect a movie like that to do well. That just in general.
Yeah, and these, bro, you know they spent a total between making the movie and marketing $75 million.
I'd
It
rather
doesn't surprise
sit
me.
2 hours watching
I
a
don't
horror
even
movie.
think the first weekend that it made fucking. I don't think it made $10 million.
But even so, even if it wasn't about her, I still wouldn't go see a documentary in a theater.
Hell no.
I don't think that's like...
You think way too much of yourself. You think people are going to the theater in this day and age to see a documentary.
Exactly.
And especially since theaters have, since COVID have... Well,
That-
now
that's
they're kind of
that's my point. That was my point.
So I wasn't expecting that to do well at all. But
They were.
that's whatever.
But I do want to see Iron Lung.
Well, you are the movie connoisseur.
Yes,
with
I
your- with your- movie theater connoisseur.
I pay for the year subscription for the movie theater, so my tickets are free for the whole year. I just went to go see the new Jason Statham movie last night, Shelter, and it was actually a pretty decent movie.
Let's see.
Is this based
Iron
on
Lung.
it?
Yeah, it took him 2 years.
Why did it take him so long?
I guess because of he wanted to put almost every detail in there.
Oh, he thinks he's James Cameron, huh?
I guess.
Oh, Jimmy Cam.
Apparently, it's very gruesome. It's very bloody.
So, do you know what it's... Oh, yeah. I was literally about to ask this question. Jared's actually typing it in. Iron Lung is a science fiction horror film written, directed, and starring YouTuber... Oh, I can't even say that guy's name. I can't even read it properly.
Mark Fishback.
Based on the 2022 cult hit indie game by Dave. So I've never actually heard of this, as crazy as that sounds. Since it's an indie game, it's possibly something that was on PC. The film released on January 30th, 2026 features a claustrophobic minimalist plot where a convict navigates a tiny rusty submarine through an alien ocean of blood. Yeah, it definitely sounds like it came from a video game.
Yeah.
So what was the name of the game?
I'm assuming that it was Iron Lung.
Right there, Iron Lung for Nintendo Switch.
See, look at you. Don't even know what the fuck you're talking about. What kind of fucking gamer are you?
What do you mean? I literally just said, hey, maybe it's on PC. I've never heard of it.
No, it's on Nintendo Switch.
That's I see that now, but I didn't know because I've never heard of it.
I know. That's what I'm
I
saying.
think
But
my
my
kids
point is, hold on one second. My point is, sir, you supposed to be the Switch guy.
I am a Switch guy. It's made by an indie developer.
So?
Okay, dude, you know how many indie games are out on marketplaces? Hundreds, if not thousands.
Shoot, my 17-year-old daughter knew about it and Well, she's got a Nintendo Switch too, so you know.
Well, it's probably
Looks
on.
like
the
you're gonna
eShop.
have to play this game now.
And she's got a
if it's on
Nintendo
Switch-
Wii U and all.
Ooh, a
this
Wii U,
Yeah,
man,
she's
dude. The
got a
Wii was a dope console, dude. Just
Yeah,
swinging that thing
It
around.
was a novelty.
Yeah.
It did bring families together, though. I
Mm-hmm.
will say that.
Well, I will say, as a fan of Zelda, it was really cool slashing my sword with that thing.
Yeah, it does have PC and console, but you know, I guess it's really major basically on
Probably
Nintendo
PC
Switch.
console first. Oh, that's because it's on Steam.
Yeah, so I'll look into it. So you're basically trapped in a submarine trying to get out.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so it definitely sounds like something might be right up my alley. But I am excited for Resident Evil 9 coming out here.
I did go see
relatively.
Anaconda with Jack Black.
Ew.
That was it was stupid funny.
Yeah, I know that you can't make a movie like that into a comedy. That was bound to flop.
I
saw it. It was a bunch of good actors. Was that Paul Rudd's in there?
Yeah.
I was like, what the fuck are we doing right now? Ice Cube and J-Lo did this movie already, and it was fine.
But it was funny what happened towards the end, though, when you saw the certain key people that were in the movie. So it's like,
Oh, I haven't seen it, so
Yeah,
I'm not
you
gonna
gotta
watch
see
it
it.
just for those two people.
no, I watched it because of Jack Black and
Oh,
Yeah, but the thing is I have nothing against Jack Black. I like School of Rock and some of the other things he's done, but it's not a
Minecraft
movie.
was good too.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like I like
Mario.
Minecraft. Oh, him as
Yeah,
Bowser.
and you got
Bowser.
another Mario movie coming out with him too.
Oh yeah, dude, they're adding Yoshi. Let's go. Very excited to see that because I thought the first one was great. But no, I just wouldn't. It's a Jack Black movie. Like if he's like the headline person, I don't know if I'd run to a theater to see it. If that makes any sense.
I'm still trying to go see
not a-
Housemaid.
who? What?
It's called Housemaid.
Who's in that?
I don't know who's in it. I know one of the actresses because I seen her because she was in Mean Girls, where she was like that really dorky one that was like really blonde and ditzy.
That narrows down Hollywood.
But it's supposed to be where the housemaid,
This came out last
where
year.
it came out last year, but it's still in theater.
Oh, is this the Sweeney chick?
Yeah, where
Pass.
apparently I guess the wife thinks that the housemaid's having an affair with the husband.
Lifetime
Just-
movie.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
just goes into
Pass.
yeah.
You can
Oh,
watch it on YouTube for $25.
Nope.
What the fuck?
Pass.
That's a big no. Dude, what a fitting sound for that.
Exactly.
Oh, yeah. $25 on YouTube? Ew. They were actually showing the Fallout season 1 on YouTube for free, which I thought was pretty cool. I'm assuming, Christina, you haven't watched Fallout.
No, but I think Paul's glanced at it a couple times already. So I think every time he tends to watch it, I think I'm already like asleep.
Well, I will say,
Because he knows you don't want to watch it.
I will say, I think you would like it. Considering the as much of a theater goer as you are, you seem to open to watch anything.
Yeah, I mean, I'm trying to get into Stranger Things as well, so I'm like slowly, processively watching it because there's a lot of stuff I'm watching too. So, I mean, look, my kids are are watching it way faster than I am. So, I mean, it's just that my daughters are like, Mom, if you like Supernatural, you'll love this. I'm like,
First of all, from what I've been reading about Supernatural, Stranger Things destroys Supernatural.
Well, they are two different shows. I will say.
I know, but
yeah.
like people are first of all,
I wouldn't even compare.
So what I saw, well, this is that was the argument that I saw in the comments. There was this bracket that they're doing where it was like a Facebook thing where people were like, "Oh, if you hit the heart, this movie wins." So it was horror shows, horror TV shows, and then Stranger Things was like had already won, and then Supernatural was winning, and the people were like, first of all, Supernatural is not even a horror movie,
no,
or a horror show. So like, why is it in that category?
it shouldn't be.
But yeah, I don't know either. But
I will say this: as somebody who watched that show years ago, I believe it or not, I have not seen all of it in its entirety. I probably got up to like season 8 or 9. This is years ago.
is that many fucking seasons?
15.
There's about 15 seasons of it.
15 seasons. I finished all of them, and when I finally finished it, I got my that one tattoo on my leg.
So- Yeah, that's like me getting a Cody Rhodes tattoo on my neck.
Oh, you should do it. And
Well,
then,
that- I mean,
and then
that
dye your hair
show-
blonde.
that show came out when my
I'll be
first daughter
Homelander
was born.
for
So.
Halloween.
Don't be a Homelander.
Why not?
Fuck Homelander. I hope he gets his ass beaten this last season. Really fuck. They better make it an epic ass whipping.
What I was gonna say though is
you haven't even seen the fucking show. What the fuck are you talking about?
Yeah, I know. But when you're just talking about dyeing your hair, because that's who they thought Cody was copying off of when he first kind of started doing that.
He was that guy before.
No, he hasn't always been that version of Cody Rhodes.
Really?
No, but he's not fucking. Nah, he's not Homelander.
Oh yeah, you watched Royal Rumble today, didn't you?
Royal Rumble. It is, first of all, it is the Royal Rumble. All right.
Here he goes.
RJ does need some frosted tips. I think so too.
Yeah.
Frosted tips.
Frosted tips. Your
frosted
hair.
tips, your front.
Oh yeah, that's okay. Don't worry. I'll
You
go
can
stand
bleach it a
outside.
little bit.
Here. Yeah, let me just become some weirdo. Just let me go stand outside for 10 minutes. I'll definitely get some frosted tips. What I was gonna say.
That was funny. It was funny. I'll give it to you.
What I was gonna say though is, oh man, now I'm losing my train of thought. Shit.
Rubbing off.
What were we talking about? Say something. Say something.
Your wrestling.
Oh yes. So the Royal Rumble, the road to WrestleMania, started today, and I will say, I thought it was a pretty solid Rumble.
I'm gonna need you to
Pretty good paper.
kicking the camera.
Oh, am I? I know it's just my knee.
Yeah.
That's all. My bad. What I was gonna say though, Roman Reigns won the men's Royal Rumble, and then Liv Morgan won the women's. I'm happy with both those winners, and the matches in between were very good and very solid. So I'm very excited to see what wrestling has in store for us nerds.
Jeez.
I don't think wrestling fans are nerds. I think you got. Never mind. I'm gonna be.
Yeah. No, we're not that either. What I was gonna say though is we did do the annual Royal Rumble pool where we draw names from hats. Obviously, I didn't win this year. Again, damn it. Jared won last year. Beginner's luck.
Yeah, I was hoping I win. I told you it was beginner's luck. That's why I didn't want to do it.
That's okay. That's okay. But I lost $20 and I'm not happy about that. But that's okay.
I lost $10 and I'm not happy about that. Although I hated having it in my wallet because for some reason, once a month I get a bunch of ones, and I can't. And the fucking machine won't take them when I try to deposit them.
Dude, just put like a big bill on top and just put a rubber band around it. Just be like,
Shoot, that's pretty much my problem now when working at the bar too. So, you know,
how is that going for you? Being behind the bar?
actually, it's not that bad. I mean, I will have to say that, you know, being behind the bar, you know, just. You see a lot of the drama on the opposite side, you know, so you tend to just watch people and be like, oh, my God.
Now, you see why I'm off to the side all the time?
Yeah.
Because, first of all,
I mean, don't get me wrong.
You know me. I watched, bro, I watched a lot of the shenanigans going on for many years.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not judging anybody, but there's certain people that's like, nah, I can't. I know who you are.
Yep.
And I don't want to deal with it.
But it's just besides that part. I mean, you know, don't get me wrong. I noticed it a little bit, you know, even with me just being there for comedy and for karaoke and all that stuff now. But just being there on the opposite side though, and just seeing some extra stuff for certain people, like you literally sit there and you look at them like, man.
Well, because
I knew you were that stupid, but I didn't realize you were that like, you know, like.
And it just when they get intoxicated, it's worse.
Oh yeah,
it's like,
and then they get mad at you and you cut them off, or you know, and all these other things.
Oh yeah, cutting a drunk off. Well, I'm calling other people drunk like I'm not a drunk, but
it's just you know.
But I also don't think I've ever been cut off. Now that I think about it,
no, because you actually are. You know, I would have to say that you're very more responsible.
I hate being out of control. And it's ever since I've been drinking.
I think you gotten to the point now where you actually know when to cut yourself off.
Yeah, and I also limit how I drink, even though I do what I have.
You're not stumbling out. Like I see certain people, like literally to the point where they're taking their jacket and they're going, you know, and they're stumbling out the door, and I'm like, wait a minute, how much more did you drink? Like, literally, like, did you drink before you got here and we just didn't realize it?
Well, that's the thing. See, and that happens a lot. And we had to have training when I was at Lucky's. We had to have training on this at one point. And I always could tell anyway, but then just after that training, I was like, it was easier to tell. I can tell if you're 3 drinks in.
Yeah, I picked up on that on an individual earlier this week, so I was just like, "Oh, you're slurring in your words."
Yeah, it's always it's the smallest things, especially if you know them sober. Mm-hmm. It's much easier to pick it up.
Even when they're sober, sometimes you still want to smack some sense into them because
that's just.
But then when you realize that they act like the certain people I know, they still act the same way that they do when they're sober, and it's way worse when the alcohol's in their system.
Oh yeah, exactly. Like what we were talking about earlier.
Yeah.
Motherfuckers be emotional.
Mm-hmm. Getting all in their emotions,
and then they get more in their emotions, even more. But they're probably drinking to that extent to escape the emotions. Mm-hmm. But at the same time, now you're putting your fucking troubles on other people.
Exactly. And everybody else is starting to look at you like, yeah, I might have to back away from you.
Well, but you also have to look at it from the other side, too. It's like, whatever's going on is not being treated.
No.
And that sometimes people don't want to talk about it with other people. Sometimes they just want to fucking power through it. But sometimes you got to admit that you can't power through everything.
No, you can't.
No.
No. You got to have at some point in time, especially since we are, adults, you got to have that conversation with yourself sometimes.
That's the key thing right there.
Being an adult.
Yeah, sometimes I don't think people there's still certain aspects in people's lives that they have not become an adult in. You may be an adult in this realm and in this realm, but you have obviously not figured out how to be an adult in this realm.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I think that's everybody, myself included. I couldn't name a place where I couldn't name it right now. I'd have to think about it, but yeah, I don't know.
I just feel like that some of the people that that got themselves in trouble or anything like that outside that bar or anything like that, and saying, "Oh, I'm going to change. I'm going to do this, do that, and everything," and then you go and you do it for a bit, and then all of a sudden you stumble yourself right back into it, and it's like
that's what addiction is.
Yeah, it's a cycle.
Yeah,
it's,
it is.
But then that's also not getting the help you need.
Yep. Or you think you're where they say they're getting the help, but it's like, are you really getting the help?
Yeah, it could be that. They could be lying too.
Yeah,
it's all that. But again, we were just talking about this on the way over here. Like, I'm trying to cut back as well, and sometimes it's just part of the thing. It's a what they call it, a chemical dependency.
Yeah,
and that's the real shit.
But it's like it gave like a really bad taste in my mouth, from that particular person, to the point where it was like,
I was just saying in general.
No, I know. I'm just saying, but in general, for like certain people, when certain people do certain things, and then when it gets to that point where it gives you a really bad taste to your mouth, and you just like look at them and be like,
yeah, I mean, it'd be like that. But you have to, again, like I said before, same thing that I was talking about, that we were talking about earlier, I had to distance myself from a lot of stuff. People get upset.
Oh, yeah.
But same thing we were talking about.
Yep.
People get upset when you're like a guy the other week, he was like, he was telling me, I'm just sitting there by myself watching the fights, and dude's like, "Hey, what's up, man?" I was like, "Hey, what's going on?" But because I didn't react the way that he thought I should have reacted, he started fucking giving me a lecture on how I should be because I'm a comedian and everybody blah blah blah. You got to be on.
Night? Was I there? I think I probably was.
Maybe around. I don't remember.
Maybe I might have been around. I don't know, but it sounds familiar.
That was I think last Friday.
No, I wasn't there.
Yeah, but yeah. So anyway,
but there has been particular people who have done that so far to you lately, and I've actually saw that, and I'm like, oh shit.
Well, it happened the week before that too.
Yeah.
That's why I was like, and I told Brianna, I'm like, I'm gonna stop coming on Fridays because this shit keeps happening. I'm just fucking minding my own business. Why do you think that I owe you.
Oh my God, it's Jared. Is that
Yeah.
how, yeah.
Kind of,
Yeah, no,
but not so much like that, but like it's just like, oh no, I expect this thing from you because of what you do and who you are. I'm like, nah, bro, like I'm off the clock right now.
Or when you're literally, if you're socializing with other people and that one particular person comes in and they expect you to stop talking to those people and come and sit with them, but when you make the decision not to, they get all butthurt, and it's like,
You don't want to be my friend.
Yeah.
really?
How come you didn't come say no? Like, bro,
I saw you 30 minutes ago. Then why didn't you come
But
say
it's just like when you get people.
let me get my drink first. That's why I'm here. I'm not here for you necessarily. I'm here to fucking get my drink. Once I get a couple drinks in me, then you know what? Maybe my anxiety have calmed down by then. Like,
But when you get people who start being narcissistic towards you and start, try to guilt trip you, and it's like, and you just literally just like,
No, well,
I'm walking away.
No, I agree with Jared because because obviously, when I was coming out the bar more frequently, I'm coming after work. I'm always coming after work. So like sometimes there are
those
days
memories keep coming up.
Yeah. what I was gonna say
Their
is
pizza.
fucking.
you got plenty of them too.
Yeah. Yep. So just sitting there, maybe the first 10 minutes. Sometimes I don't want to be bothered by anybody or talk because one, I talk to people all goddamn day.
Yeah.
And then before I was in charge of like 30 some odd people. So yeah, there are times where you just sit there and it's like, oh, thank God that's over with. I just want to sip my beer, be alone for a few minutes. And like Jared said, once you get a drink or two in you, it's like, okay, let me,
you loosen up a
start
little
to, hey, how are you? Kind of
And
thing.
my thing, and maybe it'll change, which it probably won't change a lot, but maybe it'll change once I like start actually getting into clubs and doing weekend gigs and shit. But like right now, it's like I'm doing comedy. First of all, I'm working throughout the day. Yeah, I work from home, but I'm working all day. And then I'm fucking doing spots throughout the week. Sometimes it depends on the week. It could be anywhere from 2 to 5.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And not to mention, I might be going to a show somewhere to see somebody else. So like by the time I get back there, I'm not here for you anymore. Like I've already given my energy to other crowds.
Yeah.
Shoot, I wish I knew that I was off this. If I knew that I was like permanently off for this coming Monday, I would have signed up for the Bear Garden.
Yeah, I didn't sign up only because I don't know what my car situation is going to be. So
but I know I'll be there in 2 weeks. So
since you guys are talking about the comedy, how is that going? And for you as well, just because you are, kind of visiting us today.
I will say that, I do give a lot of props to Jarrett and Bobby and Fisher because those, these three literally are coaching not only just me, but, we coach all together, letting each other know.
Yeah.
And, we get the haters. Don't get me wrong. We get those haters. And it's to the point where, it just gives us nothing but fuel to the point where it's like, I'm going to keep going. And if it wasn't for Jarrett to keep, encouraging me to go to other spots,
I encourage everybody. It's not just you.
Oh, I know. But I'm just saying, just for, at the time, he was always encouraging me to go to other spots. And the fact that I have been over at the one on King Street, over at Bear Garden, being around different crowds for people who don't see us compared to how it is over where we do on Tuesday night. So that crowd is different every time we're there. So you're getting different people. So you can keep using the same jokes that you have. And even though the comics that may be there that's heard it, the crowd hasn't heard it. And you're starting to build more and more in. So I got one joke that's actually been pretty good to the point where, Fisher did give me a little bit, extra, tips to put in. Jared's giving me extra tips and I try to maneuver it around. And then I, took the extra step of actually hosting for Jared when he was gone in Texas. So that was actually pretty interesting to do for what?
It's a different feeling.
It was a different feeling. And of course, certain people that don't come when you're there were actually there.
Oh shit!
I was
Maybe
like,
because they knew Jared wasn't there.
I was like, whoa, wait,
twist.
okay,
Yeah,
but
but you said they don't come when I was.
Some of them don't come when you're there. Like they will be there, but then they'll always be like the hecklers, and then all of a sudden, they're they're in there, and I was just like, okay, but they weren't heckling because I was hosting. I'm like, watching you. I'm like Robert De Niro, like I'm watching you.
This is what I'm talking about.
You know
what I'm talking about.
The whole the hero face.
But yeah, it's been doing really good to the point where I mean, I like I offer to Jarrett, whenever he wants to put extra people into his skits or whatever, let me know. I'll be willing to work along with those too.
I would have to write some stuff for that
because out of this couple of skits that he's done so far, I mean, I'm literally laughing at them, so I'm just like, okay,
I gotta do some more.
I'm like, all right.
Is it the beer garden or is it the bear garden?
Bear garden.
Bear like Care Bear like
no
Bear.
BEIR.
Oh, beer.
I think it's one E.
It's just one E.
Yeah.
Okay.
BEIR.
Yeah. It's a German spot.
Yeah, they got German food.
So it's literally like right across the street from Murphy's.
Oh, from Murphy's. Okay, all right. I know Murphy's.
Yes, it's right across the street.
Yeah, but you don't ever get off in time to make it because that's the 7:00 show.
Yeah, no. I would say in the next, obviously when the weather gets nicer, I do.
No, you can make it to the Wednesday one. That's 8:00. That's in Crystal City.
I mean, I get off at around 8, so I guess it just, depends on how timely I can be. Sorry, I thought I was going to
I'm bartending on Wednesday night, so.
Oh. Are you making money?
Yeah.
It's good to you.
Hold on. I told you I wanted to talk about my eventful comedy week too.
I know too. I was just curious.
His comedy.
I did. So we did the Tuesday show, and it was. I told Fisher because he was there on the Wednesday spot that I did in Fredericksburg. Mm-hmm. And he was because he said, remember when he said he was like, you ain't done no material, and I was like, fuck it. And then I told him, I was like, yeah, when you said that, and then I realized when I got home that I was doing this spot because the Wednesday one in Fredericksburg was a taping, so they were taping the 3 minutes.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, and it was a decent crowd. It was in a hotel, like a little lounge part of the hotel with the bar was right there. Nice little cozy spot. They had a stage and all that. And these are people that never seen me before. I've never even met like half of the comics there. It was like only like 20 of us showed up because it's supposed to be 30 people doing 3 minutes.
Oh, okay.
But I think I did a little more only because we had plenty of time. And the guy, I was like, wait, this feels like 3 minutes already. Because I had already went through like a decent amount of material for like whatever my 5 minute is. And I was like, this feels more than 3 minutes. But then I saw the red light come on. I'm like, okay. So this is probably more like 5. Like it's like 4 to 5, I think. So anyway, it went well. And then last night, no, that was Thursday. I'm sorry. I mixed it up. So Tuesday I was at Shooters. I guess Wednesday I didn't do shit. And then Thursday I did the thing in Fredericksburg. And then Friday I went to see Dion Cole at the MGM.
Oh.
Which was pretty funny. It was cool.
Chris Tucker's going to be at MGM.
Yeah, Chris Tucker's tickets are probably going to be way more expensive.
Oh, my God. Dude, I can only imagine what...
Bill Bellamy's supposed to be there coming up. And I think it's Earthquake. I wouldn't mind seeing Bill Bellamy because I met him before a long time ago.
What's his name? Just passed away, too. The...
Sanford and Son?
Yeah, one of the actors.
Lamont.
Good, yeah.
Yeah. Did you hear Lamont?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah.
Somebody else.
Catherine O'Hara.
Catherine O'Hara. I saw that one. I was like, wait, hold up. She was just on a TV show.
Exactly. Exactly. They're saying to her they don't have a cause of her death right now. So.
Oh yeah.
And the founder,
or they're not ready to put it out there.
And DJ Watts, dude, from Swisher House.
Yep. And it always happens in threes.
Yep.
Damn, dude, that's crazy, dude. I'm a big Swisher House guy. So that when I saw
Swisher House,
that really kind of bummed me a bit, especially Catherine O'Hara. I mean,
yeah, Catherine O'Hara did got me. And then I saw Lamont, but I don't know. I've been doing this bit. I don't even remember what the punchline is, the setup for the punchline. But like, as I get older, like, and people start go. Oh, that's what it was. It's cheesy right now, but it's like as people get older and they start seeing people pass around you, and it's like, wait a minute, I gotta get my fucking affairs in order. Like, I gotta clear all the fucking shit out of my fucking computer. Before.
That's why you're supposed to have one good best friend that knows all your passwords and clears all that.
Yeah.
You know,
Burn it all.
Burn it all to hell.
burn all of it.
No, but no, that does suck, man. I mean, all three of them, you know, kind of. I don't want to say cornerstones, but just very prominent figures in their respective crafts. So it just, that stinks overall. And then Macaulay Culkin posted a very nice tribute, to her as well. So that just stinks. And then, you know, it's funny. Sanford and Son, my uncle, who unfortunately passed away maybe just a little under a year ago. That's all we watched when I was at his house. So I'm actually a relatively big fan of that show.
Yep.
All that older stuff
is
just really, when you watch it now, it takes me to a good place in my mind.
Oh no, those jokes on Sanford and Son still hold up.
Yeah, they do.
They're fucking funny,
and so
and they're funnier now that I'm old enough to understand them.
Especially if you watch the Jeffersons too.
I like Sanford and Son better because I'm a big Red Fox fan.
Yeah.
So like I used to, even as a kid, I loved Red Fox because my grandmother was a fan of him, and even though he was that was the only vulgar shit that she would listen to. Would be his shit.
Yeah.
Everything else, Grandma, he cussed too much.
Yeah. Well, and when I do watch it, it just reminds me of a time where there was just kind of good, wholesome TV. And I know it's not a wholesome show.
I was gonna say what,
but you know, you just got that half hour.
I had to stop there for a second. Like, wait.
Yeah, it's not a wholesome show.
Do we got to look up the meaning of wholesome for your ass?
No, not at all. But just it's just like it just gives me comfort watching a show like that.
Yeah, for sure.
Or a show like Married with Children, or even
I love Married with Children.
Even a random show that's not overly wildly popular. Home Improvement, I thought was a.
I'm sorry, what did you just fucking say?
Home Improvement, dude.
You said it's not wildly popular?
I didn't. You know, put it this way. I'm not saying I didn't think it was wildly popular. I liked it.
Bro,
I liked it a lot.
Are we in the same room?
I don't know. The elephant's not in here.
You don't have, no, I'm a huge fan of Tim the Toolman Taylor.
Bro, you're tripping. That was like the #1 sitcom for a long time.
Yeah.
I think even over, Roseanne might have had it. But then it was on after Roseanne. I don't remember.
Do you know what
that was one of the #1 comedy sitcoms. What are you talking about?
I'm not saying that it wasn't. I'm not devaluing
it
the
wasn't
show.
popular to you.
Okay, and that's what I said.
That's not what you
That's exactly what I said. That's exactly what I said.
You said it wasn't over popular
to me.
Well, now you're saying
to me. That's what I said. The only time I would watch it really is with my grandmother.
This motherfucker's building fucking cars in his garage. Are you fucking crazy?
I'm not devaluing Tim the Toolman Taylor or
fucking Wilson.
I'm not going that
fucking
far.
Al. And what was the chick's name? Oh my God.
Yeah, that's right. The chick. What is her name?
Oh yeah,
fuck.
what is it?
Here, pull that up. Yeah. I am not hating on Home Improvement.
No, you are.
I'm not.
It's not overly popular.
I even started
I didn't find it overly
It started
popular.
popping up on for Roku on my Roku TV. I started watching The Nanny here and there too. So
I've only seen a couple of
Nanny
episodes.
was pretty good.
Yeah.
I've only seen a handful of episodes.
I liked it.
I like
Friends.
Niles. I like Niles and
yeah, he's funny as shit in there too.
Yeah.
And then Fran
him
Drescher.
and Miss
I thought Fran Drescher
Miss
was hot.
Babcock every time they go at it with each other.
Yep. That was a The Nanny was good.
Especially when
Was she a stand up?
I think she does.
Or I don't think she does anymore, but we can look it up in a second.
But I know that
don't try to pull back now.
I'm not pulling back. I'm not pulling back. I literally said I didn't think it was widely popular to me. I liked the show.
Actually, we need to get that on here on the fucking soundboard. Home Improvement
cast
assistant. Yeah, I guess cast will work.
Yeah, it was that blonde chick.
No, she was brunette.
Was she brunette? I thought she was blonde.
No. That was the only show that didn't have a blonde back then. Heidi, yeah.
Yeah, Heidi. That's
Debbie
right.
Dunning. Oh, yeah, that was her name. Yeah.
Heidi, that's right.
Pam Anderson was on there?
I guess she was.
I don't remember.
I think she was in there for like maybe a couple episodes.
Yeah, a couple episodes probably.
One of those, I do miss back in the day in the 90s sitcoms and the 80s sitcoms where like a celebrity would be on there. And they
Isn't
make like
Zachary
a big deal.
Ty Bryan like been in a lot of trouble throughout his life?
I think one of them has.
Yeah,
I think
Zachary
one of
Ty Bryan is one, and then I think not Wilson, one of the other kids, the youngest kid. I don't remember.
I think one of them passed away, if I'm not mistaken.
Probably, I think Jonathan Taylor Thomas
Yeah,
did.
I think that's right.
Did he?
I think so. A few years ago.
Oh, no, never know.
No.
He's
no.
44 years old. He went
Okay.
to Harvard University.
Wow.
Holy shit.
Well,
2
shove
years
a
older than
apple
me.
up my ass and call me caramel.
Whoa. You want to put an apple in your ass?
I do not want to do that. in any capacity.
That's gonna hurt.
Tyron Noah Smith, he was the youngest one. He's still alive. I don't think Zachary Ty Bryan died. I think he just been in a lot of trouble.
Well, I mean,
Yeah, see?
yeah.
There's his
Yeah,
mugshot
there you
right
go.
there.
Mugshot right there.
Holy shit.
And that was February 17th. That was last year, I guess.
Well, still, it's recent enough.
Yeah.
But I mean, the thing with these child stars is I don't feel like there's like an in between. Either they come out okay or they just come out.
I think
and-
I think it's because a lot of parents greed with them too. It has a lot of parents greed in
Oh, yeah.
that.
They just fucking, here, you're going to go do this shit.
Yep, you're gonna make this money for me and all this stuff. They actually, I mean, they made an episode of like a kind of like a showing of that, like a comedy wise cartoon through Family Guy, where they put Stewie through all these things, and Brian was trying to, say, aren't you supposed to put that money for his college fund, blah, blah, blah. But they were saying, oh, well, we could do this, this, and that. And they were spending the kids' money and starting to put them on, like, drugs at a very young age. So technically, that's kind of like what some of the parents did.
Well, that was, knowing Family Guy, that was making fun of what the reality of it is.
What it was, yeah.
And it's funny that
There is somebody who is going through rehab right now.
There's a few people. There's a bunch of them.
I know there was someone recent, though.
I know.
I don't remember all of them, but
there was
there's a bunch of them.
There was a recent photo of Amanda Bynes, who just looks like a completely different person.
Yeah.
Which it's just sad, and it's like, oh shit, I grew up watching this
All that?
young man, young lady in shows. Yeah, it's just like, oh shit.
Where she
dude.
did the, what was that? Where she did that little, where she was reading like the letters and stuff, and she'll slap the camera and stuff, where she'll get all angry and everything, where she would do like the pen pal letters. You don't remember all that with Amanda Bynes?
The only thing
Yeah.
I didn't.
I do.
I didn't watch it past a certain point. Because that's where Kenan and Kel came from.
Yep.
Yeah.
Welcome to
Huge
Good
And then
Burger.
and then they got their own show, and then they got the movie and all that. So like,
I cannot explain to you. Well, you guys know the significance of when Good Burger came out in theaters, just how monumental it was.
welcome to Good Burger, home of the Good Burger.
Can I take your order?
I remember going to see it.
I remember when I remember on all that when they first did those characters. Because I used to watch that shit because TLC did the opening theme song for
that's
that
right.
shit. And I remember what the fat chick's name was. Call her that.
I think it was.
Oh.
Yeah, I want to say it was
But
Lori something.
yeah, I think that is. But the original cast was like the shit. And you got to remember, bro. I'm so old. There was this show, and you may remember it. There was this show on Nickelodeon back in the day, and you had to be privileged. My grandparents had money, so we had cable back in the day.
Okay.
We talking the 80s, cuz.
Yeah.
That was money.
Yeah.
So it was called You Can't Do That on Television.
Yes. I remember that.
And that's where and here's what people don't understand. That's where the whole slime thing came from for Nickelodeon. You know how Nickelodeon that was their whole shtick.
Like you would say a certain word and all of a sudden slime comes.
You would say slime.
Yep.
No, wait, what was it? I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. And then the slime came down and
And if you said water, you get splashed with water. But people don't remember or don't know that's where the whole slime thing came from.
Okay.
From that.
I didn't know that.
there's a lot of good shows on
Matter of
Nickelodeon
fact,
back then.
You know who was on that show? Because that was a Canadian show. Fucking Alanis Morissette was a kid on that show.
Oh my gosh, I might have to.
You know what's crazy? I feel like I know that portion of this story. Or what you just
I'm sure it's been around.
There was so many like shows on Nickelodeon.
Oh,
that
Nickelodeon was the best.
The best. Like literally, you got the hidden. The hidden temple.
Double Dare. Well,
Double Dare.
before
Double Dare.
that, but you had Double Dare, and then you had, but even Mr. Wizard.
Yeah.
But
Nick-
that was the 80s.
Yeah, Nick Arcade as well.
That was
Yeah.
later. Oh,
Yeah.
oh,
Yeah, that was
let's-
later. That was later.
I'm talking
That
about
was
the
later.
actual Nickelodeon, the real Nickelodeon. 'cause-
Where was that one that you had where you had to do like all these challenges and stuff to the point where you got to go through the slime and the cake and all that stuff? Like you got to go
That
down
was
like
Double
the slime.
Dare.
Yeah, it's
Was that
Double
Double Dare?
Dare.
Yeah.
That show was the shit.
That
dude.
show was the shit. March Summers.
Dude, I was a big fan of Global Guts. The aggro crag, dude. Come
These
on.
are all
come on.
new. This is all new shit.
No.
Hidden Temple was my shit.
Yeah.
No, I'm a huge fan of Almac. Hello.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, come on, bro.
That was
The
the shit.
Silver Monkeys.
I used to,
come
bro,
on.
I used to try to want to get. Did I ever tell you about the time
I wanted to do Double Dare.
Did I tell you about the time I was trying to get? I went to a tryout for Nickelodeon.
Yeah, and then you said you sat there and you
Just
were like,
fucking sat there.
Oh, what?
Yeah.
Bro, it was the fucking wildest shit. I fucking went. My mom was so pissed, and then she told everybody on the fucking phone, bro.
Don't you
Moms
hate
are
that?
the worst. They're the worst. My
I
mom
was
does
like,
that shit
what
too.
the fuck?
RJ shit his pants again.
So we sat, bro. We sat in line for like an hour. Not an hour. It was way more than an hour. It's probably 4 to 8 hours. It was a whole fucking day. I remember that shit. And then we finally got there, and I've told the story before, but whatever. And I finally get up there, and the guy's like, "Yeah, there's no guidance whatsoever." So I get in, and the little fucking thing, which is weird. It was like this little club house, you know, those little playhouses, the plastic playhouse. It was like one of those, and they had a camera there, and it was like, "Yeah, well, do your thing." And I'm like, I don't know what's my fucking thing. Like, what the fuck? What are you doing right now? But I
Guarantee you, if you would have said that,
I probably. But I got in there and I was just like, and the fucking guy behind the camera's looking at me like, "You gonna do something, motherfucker?" Like, and then
just farted
and my
like,
mom's
"Brr."
watching. My mom's watching the whole time, and then when I just get out, they were like, "Okay, well, next." And then I get out, and she was like, "I can't believe I sat here all day and you didn't do a goddamn thing." And she told my aunt on the phone. She told everybody on the fucking phone. I was like, "God damn it,
wow.
Dude, salute
And
your
now I do comedy fucking 80 years later. So.
Salute Your Shorts was another really dope ass show.
That was again after my time. I remember the show. I remember hearing about it. I don't remember.
I was a big fan of Are You Afraid of the Dark?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I saw a couple of those.
What else? Man, dude, I mean, you have the Rugrats. I
Oh,
know,
fuck yeah.
Yeah, you've got
Rugrats
Rugrats.
is untouchable.
Rocco's Modern Life.
Rocco's Modern Life.
Ren and Stimpy was on there too.
Yeah,
but
that
was through channel.
First of all, hold on.
What was it? The Monsters one?
Hold on. I'm not done.
He's not done yelling at me.
We can't stop. No, we got it. We can't just gloss past Rugrats, which is probably the best fucking cartoon.
To the point where you watch
was
it now.
good. It was very
literally,
good.
if you start watching those episodes again now, and you're literally sitting there watching it, and you're starting to understand all the jokes that are in it now,
that you
and you're
missed.
like, "Oh my god! No wonder why our parents were able to sit through this."
Yeah.
because those jokes they got, but we didn't. We just
Fucking
thought it was
grandpa.
like,
This is after you boys go to bed. Lonely space vixens. You know, and he's got like the tape and everything, dude.
Bro, that shit was so
yeah,
good.
yeah, it says it just like that.
And they
dude.
would be sitting in the pig pit. It's like, yo, wait, kids could potentially, like little babies could potentially be doing this at a daycare. Like, it's just not vocalized. You know what I'm saying?
no.
What it was another Rocket Power was another really dope ass show. That was a little later.
Yeah, I was
a
gonna
little
say
later.
that's later. Also, you're 10 years behind me, buddy.
And it was something about Real Monsters.
Yeah,
or
Real
something.
Monsters was
Yeah.
good. Lubda, Ipkiss,
Arnold.
Hey Arnold, yeah,
Hey
that,
Arnold.
that
Hey
might
Arnold.
be my one seed. I won't lie to you.
Not over Rugrats, and not over Rocco.
Yeah, those two are my favorite, especially
Rocco is
the
a
turtle.
chef,
Every time the turtle got knocked over.
Yeah, where they're walking around with the sensor bars and everything. Mr. and Mrs. Bighead. Oh,
Yes.
dude, yeah, dude. Yeah, no, that show is
What was the
Rocco's-
turtle's name? Because every time he got like
Filbert. It's
Filbert. Is it Filbert?
Filbert.
Because every time
Filbert.
that he got knocked over, he'll be like, "Oh boy," and he'll start roll.
Turn the page. Wash your hands.
Yeah, turn the page.
Wash your hands.
Shout out to the viewers. Follow, please. Thanks.
That is good. That is a good thing to do, to view us and follow us all the time. No, but man, what's another really good show on there?
Gosh,
There
I
was a
know
lot.
I'm missing one. Wasn't Doug on there? Doug was
Doug.
on
Yeah, Doug is. Oh, yeah, Doug
there.
is.
And what was the one with the
Patty.
Patty?
Patty.
No. The
I know, but on Doug was Patty.
Yeah. There was fuck was her name? Not Matilda.
You're talking about Clarissa? Explains it all?
No. Oh, I saw the. I was on the set of that. in Orlando. I talked about that too.
Yeah, with the window and everything, where she sits in her room.
Yeah,
Yeah. That's dope.
I got to see the set of that because when they first when they opened the Orlando park at the Nickelodeon, that became Nickelodeon Studios. They had Clarissa Explains It All thing, and I got to sit in the seats where the audience sits, and I got to see the kitchen and all
nice.
like all that. It was kind of cool. It was cool to the point where when I saw like those behind the scenes episodes of Fresh Prince later, I was like, oh yeah, that's exactly how it was when I saw that. So that's just how they make sitcoms.
Yeah.
That's pretty sweet, man.
Yeah.
Just to see that in person, that would be dope. Another cool show was I was a big fan of Figure It Out.
Yeah.
I know that one.
That was basically that had pretty much a lot of the slime in it, where you
that was a little bit further.
They basically had the giant board where there was a phrase and you had to figure out the phrase, but if you got it wrong, you got slimed. I think Summer Sanders was hosting that, if I'm not mistaken.
Summer Sanders or wait?
Yeah, Summer Sanders.
You're talking about not the Double Dare host. That's Mark Summers.
Yeah, no, Summer Sanders. This is a woman. I'm almost positive that's what her name was. I could be wrong, but that for some reason is clicking in my brain. Yeah, that's exactly who that is.
Yeah, I do remember her.
Damn, it's crazy. She looks the exact same, but older.
A little older, yeah.
Swimming. She won a 1992 Olympic.
Oh yeah, I do remember. Yeah, I remember she was an Olympian too.
No, but I guess in terms of like the game shows, I might be a little biased. I might have to go with Legends of the Hidden Temple over Double Dare in that capacity. Just Double Dare is a lot of fun, but I don't know. I just always thought going into the mazes and figuring out the puzzles and just the different teams.
This shit started in 79?
Yeah.
Damn. That's how you know I'm old, motherfucker. This started when I was born.
79?
Yeah.
Jeez.
I was born in 83.
I don't think it got to Nickelodeon until
I would say maybe the late 80s, early 90s, probably.
Yeah. I actually looked this up recently. Hold on, I can show you the cast. See, Alanis Morissette.
Oh, that's pretty ironic.
Yeah, I remember that.
I knew you were gonna say that.
But anyway, I'm sorry.
This show was kind of wild though. It was a wild ass show.
So
for a kid show,
how many seasons were there?
Let's see.
It looks like so we're there at 4. It looks like 5
seasons.
Let's see, 30 minutes.
Yeah, because see, I went all the way back to 99. I was a freshman in high school.
Oh, it must have came back on at some point. I'm talking, but the ones I remember were from like 85, like season 4. Like these are the ones I remember. There was another show that kind of came on. This was a nighttime show. Shit.
I have to look up like old Nickelodeon shows.
You remember Nick News? You guys remember that shit?
Kind of.
Came on Sunday nights.
That came later.
Nickelodeon guts. Let's see. Old shows. Let's see.
Not that. No, old motherfuckers.
Damn, dude. We're so old that old to them is not old enough.
Early, right?
80. Yeah, Double Dare started in 86.
Wow.
There you go. Hidden Temple.
Wild and Crazy Kids.
That's the one. Guts was a good one too.
Nah, I was a big fan of Wild and Crazy Kids. That was a dope ass show too.
Wait, what? Hold on. Before we live action sitcom,
The Adventures of Pete and Pete is solid.
There was one with it was like a puppet. There's a bunch of shows missing on here. 2000s. Oh, here we go. 80s and original series. All right, here we go. Pinwheel. That was a show that I'm thinking about.
Hmm.
Damn it.
Pinwheel.
13 seasons.
Oh, yeah. Okay, I remember now that you said the...
And then Mr. Wizard. Yep, that was about... You can't do that on top. Yeah, these are all the ones that Oh, Danger Mouse. Hell yeah, bro. Y'all don't know about Danger Mouse, bro.
Can you pull up some images from it? Because I'm positive I've seen
it. It came back. They redid it a few years ago.
Man, you're just going down memory lane here on the Mad Scientist Live podcast.
Danger Mouse. Oh, I didn't know it was a black dude.
The producer.
Oh no, that's
no.
I'm talking about
That's not him.
This. Yeah, I know about that Danger Mouse.
Oh, yeah, I remember Danger Mouse.
Dude, yeah, I remember that logo and everything. Okay.
Yeah.
Danger Mouse. Yeah, this is the shit right here. And then it would blow up at the end of the fucking.
Dude, take us back, Jesus.
Yeah, no shit.
So, folks out there who are listening and viewing, if you are, you got any comments to leave in the description below? Let us know. What's your favorite Nickelodeon show if you are a Nick kid? All right, because I know we are clearly.
Nickelodeon ain't what it used to be.
No, not at all. I remember Stickly.
Nothing's what it used to be. MTV's gone. Where was I? I was somewhere, and they were playing. It was just movies on MTV.
Mm-hmm. Shoot, I remember Celebrity Deathmatch.
Celebrity Deathmatch.
Oh yeah, on MTV.
Dude, that was a shit back in the day, bro. Certain things just fit a time period so well, and I don't know if you could really do something like that nowadays. Maybe a one-off just for nostalgic purposes, but
Well, first of all, that was claymation. What's that shit called?
That sounds about
stop
right.
caption, stop whatever. But it'd be hard to do that again. Yeah, we said Ren and Stimpy. Ren and Stimpy is one of those that your parents are like, nah, you shouldn't be watching that. And
no,
if
Beavis
you
and
watch
Butthead was one of them. My parents wouldn't let me watch, but
I used to same thing. But I used to sneak to my friend's house and watch it. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, oh, this shit's fucking funny.
Yeah, no. Seeing the some of the shows that your parents were kind of hesitant to watch, because my dad really let me
now
watch.
You think about it, like, nah, I wouldn't let my kids watch that shit.
Yeah, no. So it is kind of funny how that works. No, but my dad would let me watch anything really, but he was kind of iffy about South Park initially, especially like when it first came out.
South Park.
I've never been a fan of South Park.
I like the show.
All my friends were fans, and I just never got into it.
So I did mostly watch it at sleepovers with my buddies, obviously. I guess that sounds weird, but back in the day,
I know when you're young, yeah.
So
Invader Zim
is a really good one.
Grr!
Dude, that show's fucking hilarious. With his fucking tongue sticking out his eyes all big. What I was gonna say is, no, but South Park. I'm a fan of South Park too, but I'm not crazy about South Park like everybody is either. I enjoy it. I watch it.
I was a fan.
Well, I would know exactly. I know exactly how Cartman felt when he had to get his eyes dilated, because I had to get my eyes dilated 2 weeks ago.
How did that feel? Horrible.
I can't see.
Well, because I've been avoiding it for like the past 5 years, and when my primary care says I needed to get it done because of the medication I'm on for my lupus, because it can cause blindness and everything. So I have to go see an eye doctor every 6 months now. And when I went to go see the doctor for him to do the dilation for my eyes, it's weird when you got someone putting eye drops in your eyes because you're so used to doing it yourself.
I was gonna say I do this shit.
I was like, can I do it myself? Because I'm like going like this, like squinting my eyes and stuff, for them to put this stuff in. And by the time I get out, I look like the 3 blind mice with this freaking thing on my face because,
should just put like a bandana over
it.
Just felt everything out.
Like
but Neo.
I mean, but there's, possibility of, glaucoma. So I got to take these eye drops at night because there's too much pressure in my eyeballs now. And I'm just like, oh,
just smoke some weed.
Yeah, I know. I know. I need to go back to my dispensary so I can get my my vapes.
There you go.
Replenished.
There you go.
Which I might have.
I will say though, I don't like the smell of weed anymore.
I guess because when you start having people walk past you to the point where they
it's
bathe
everywhere.
in it.
It's fucking everywhere.
It's everywhere.
Yeah.
You can have a car that literally drives past you on the highway and you can smell it. And it's like, wait, I'm on the highway. How the heck can I smell the car that just zip past me like that?
Yeah. We get people that come in to the shop with their cars just completely danked out, or dank out the whole lane, dank out the whole shop, and it's like, it's crazy. It's only in there for like a minute.
I know.
You can just the whole shop.
Pungent.
But see, when I vape mine though, you can barely smell it because I do the the flavors or anything, but I don't do it as often like that.
Well, that's why I'm a big fan of like oils and stuff like that now. Me personally. I think it's just you're not.
And the
smoking.
edibles. The edibles are good too.
Edibles will fuck you up.
Yeah, no, see, I don't mind edibles. I really don't, but I don't take them very often. Like every now and then it's like, okay, here, I'll take a piece of one, no problem. But yeah, definitely.
The snickerdoodles are the best. Like the little small
Well,
cookies.
I
like
just
this.
remember, I do remember one of the first times I did take one. It was a little gummy bear like this, and I was just like, "Oh!" And they were like, "Hey, you should cut that in half."
remember that podcast when you were talking about that and how everything went with you and your sister, and I busted out laughing.
Yeah, dude, just like this big. I was like, "No, I got it, man. No, I did not, dude."
Oh, I took that same one.
I'm watching
bro,
this,
that
and I'm
shit
like,
fucking-
he did not just take the whole thing and thinking that he was going to be okay. He's supposed to gradually take half of
Nah,
it.
it was,
look.
and I had like 2 or 3 beers at that point.
I fucking took one of those motherfuckers. I probably had been drinking too. I
You're
took
probably
one
painting
whole
colors.
one, and I was like, okay, this is cool. But then I was like,
yeah, no,
I was too gone. And then like I was like, all right, I gotta go to sleep. I was fucking high for 2 days.
dude.
I done my first time doing the edible.
I had to go to work like that.
I was hanging
is
out
the
with
worst.
some friends, and I had to drive home. That's when it kicked in, and literally you feel like you're floating when you're driving. And I'm like, man, the person who was driving behind me says, it must have hit into you really good because you were driving so slow. And I'm like, he's like, you were doing the speed limit.
And then
You were doing the speed limit.
Speed limit, and then fucking music playing. You're like,
No, I remember taking one
Because I'm a
a few
speed.
years ago,
I speed like crazy, so I don't go anything past like 70.
and
but
I was on the way
Lies.
home, and I just remember, like, I was like right by my house, and then I got to a light, and then I couldn't feel my hands, and I was like, oh man, here we go, dude.
Oh, this is a space shuttle story.
Yeah, dude.
Now-
dude,
now-
I was just like, oh man, like, yeah, dude. That shit
the
is,
next time I done it again, though,
I done
no,
it again.
actually, no, I wasn't feeling good or something, and Paul made me a hot toddy, and apparently it was strong enough to where I was like literally lucid, to where I called him Maverick and everything, and I'm like, hi Ricky, I was doing all this, and I'm like, wait, he goes, yeah, this is what you. I was like, oh my god, I said.
Goose.
And to this day, he also still has a video of me taking a vape pen for the first time because my nail tech didn't warn me that it was going to come out so fast, and I started choking on it.
She was in the corner like this. Talk to me, Goose.
I didn't find out until after the fact that you don't drink water because if you do, you get high faster. And of course, I did that because I was choking. So I'm literally in the car with Paul, and apparently I thought I was FaceTiming somebody, and I was recording myself.
Nah,
Just make sure you hit send on to TikTok for that one.
Yeah, Paul has the video to this day, so he'll probably send it to RJ.
Yeah, no, but I guess before we go, that does remind me of a time in high school. When you smoke with some people, if you participated in these things, obviously.
Nah, I never done that.
But you're always around that person that never smoked before. It's their first time. It's like, hey, you want to hit this? Oh, it's my first time. It's like, oh, hey, cool, or whatever. No, I remember we smoked with a group of people one time, and I could probably tell multiple stories like this. But this is when I realized you don't want to be around everybody when you smoke, okay? Because one of the young ladies that was with us, took a couple puffs. We finished smoking. And then maybe 10 minutes into us just chilling, she was like, oh, my God. She was like, oh, my God. And we were like, what? She was like, you hear that dog barking? And there was no dog around at all, like in any capacity. And, and I was just like, what? Like, she must be fucking with us, right? No, but she was like, I don't know if she was hallucinating or something. None of us were. But she just started tripping balls about hearing a dog barking.
She was hearing the hellhounds.
Maybe, but I just remember leaving like not long after, and I was like, man, I don't think we should smoke with that person again. Because, when you're in high school and you smoke, you just want to chill and be lit, whatever.
There's some people
Then you
who
got
can
somebody
do-
there just all annoyed, and it's like, yo, chill out. Like, it was just one of those things. So I just always thought that was funny. I was like, what fucking dog? And then I'm starting to get annoyed and shit. There was no dog.
There was a dog.
Yeah.
The dog in here. All right.
The dog in you. The dog in you.
I gotta laugh at the fact that you guys got the toilet flushing button now. That was freaking hilarious.
We've been had that.
Yeah, it was one of the
Have
first.
you? I haven't heard it in a while.
Yeah, because I just forgot that it was there.
I will say this. honestly, it is probably one of the first sounds that I requested that we put on the soundboard. Jared found like a video of like 8 hours of toilet
I actually
flushing.
found it on here when
Dude,
I did it.
literally, there's a video on YouTube of the toilets flushing for 8 hours.
I mean, there's a woman on YouTube that's singing, sitting on the toilet, and then she's singing it, and then she flushes it, and I'm like, oh my god.
Sitting on the toilet.
Sitting on the toilet. Hopefully, you start your Monday off sitting on the toilet listening to us. So you can catch us anywhere
Sounds
you get
about
your
right.
podcasts. Yeah. That is Apple Music, Spotify, all that good stuff. Every Monday at 9 a.m. sharp for the visual on YouTube, and every Saturday around 6:30 p.m.ish here on the Green and Purple. All right, Christina, thank you very much for hanging out with us again
problem.
today.
I actually enjoy it.
No, well, we're glad you enjoyed, because this is a very joyful thing.
Yeah.
All right. All right.
What RJ said. I don't know what the fuck he's talking
I don't know what I was saying.
An hour? What am I supposed to do with a mad scientist for an hour?
I don't know, tamper in God's domain?
Kiss you so hard you won't see nothing. Ever, 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 ever.
Audio skulls all day.
The merit scientist lab. The merit scientist lab. The merit scientist lab. The merit scientist lab.
You can't have an opinion on something that you haven't even tried.
Exactly.
The merit scientist lab.